Barca broke La Liga record of being unbeaten in 18 away games in the league with a 1-0 win over Mallorca as they visit Mallorca Estadi. Welcome to the Forza Barca podcast, everyone. You're listening to your host, Shubham and Aniket. Aniket, extremely hard fought game for the visitors, eh?
Indeed, a extremely and very hard fought game for Barcelona, especially after the international break and plethora of injuries to the Barca players. But before going on to discuss the game, let's jump on to the lineup which our manager chose for this match. With Hector Bellerin, Araujo, Koundé, Memphis, Frankie de Jong, and Sergio Roberto just coming out of injury, Xavi had few options on that right back position. And our manager chose Ansu Fati, Lewandowski, Dembele as our attackers, Gavi, Busquets, and Kessie were the midfielders, and Alba, Pique, Christensen, and Balde were in defense, whereas Ter Stegen started as our goalkeeper. So Shubham, I just want to make a really quick discussion about Alba coming back, PK coming back, and Balde on the right back position here. So after Marcos Alonso, Balde on that left back position, seeing Alba in this game, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think a smart decision by Xavi, to be honest, because Alba got some quality minutes in the Spanish national camp under Luis Enrique, in the friendlies, and he also belted he had like a goal under his belt. So I think Xavi wanted to bank on the probably confidence which Alba might have got. So good decision. PK, I think it's a very good decision by Xavi to give PK some time because, for example, as you just mentioned, Araujo, Koundé, our major centre backs being injured. We need PK,
Yeah,
because so right now we have Christensen,
Eric
PK,
Garcia.
and Eric Garcia. So only
Yeah,
three defenders, and Eric Garcia, of course, had some minutes under Luis Enrique as well in the Spanish national camp. So I think a very good decision. And Balde on right back, I think it was an interesting decision because. Of course, Roberto was just came out of the injury as you just mentioned, and I think we had no other option other than some La Masia kids who
yeah,
were selected for the game. So I think an interesting decision, and let's see how he fared in the game.
sure.
So Mallorca actually went ahead with a defensive 5-4-1 formation, blocking up all the spaces for Barcelona. So it started as a difficult game. Like at first 10 minutes, Mallorca had a couple of good plays with, I think, two attempts, if I'm not wrong, but off target. 20 minutes underway. First chance, literally the first effective chance came for Barca with a gorgeous little skill from Ansu Fati, and even better, the through ball from Ansu Fati to release Lewandowski on the left hand side. He dribbles past on the left wing. He had a Mallorca centre back. I don't remember who he was. He dummies him, turns to right, and takes a look at the goal and literally slightest of the inner curvature, finesse goals, finesse shots, boom, 1-0. First shot for Barca, first shot for Lewandowski, and Barca are ahead. Lewangoalski is back as if he never left, for any international break.
Yeah, this man is on fire, whether it be international break, whether it be for club games. 22nd minute, couple minutes later, just 2 minutes after the first goal, Lewandowski had a chance once again as Busquets lofts the ball to find Lewandowski inside the box, and Lewandowski tries to push the bouncing ball straight to the goalkeeper's hand. Unlucky there, but it should have been a goal. But anyways, Barca are still leading 1-0.
Yeah, 35 minutes underway. Mallorca number 10, Antonio Sanchez drills the ball inside from from the right wing to find Jaume Costa, Mallorca left back. I don't know what he was doing there, and he somehow finds a touch to direct the ball inside the net, but a brilliant point blank save from Ter Stegen. Huge, Aniket. This is huge. It could have easily been 1-1, and probably if it was the last season, it would have been 1-1. But still 1-0, huge credit to Ter Stegen.
Yeah, actually, Xavi did a pretty good job on Ter Stegen's training this season, and maybe from the past season as well. This guy is continuing to save goals for Barcelona, left and right, for sure.
Yeah.
So Barcelona goes to the dressing room 1-0, and after the halftime break, the team was unchanged. In the 60th minute, Dembele finds the ball on the left wing, passes it to Kessie in the middle, who takes a shot from outside of the box, but just wide. Barcelona still leading the game 1-0. 67th minute, there comes the first set of substitution. Pedri comes in for Kessie and Rafinha comes in for Ansu Fati. The second set of substitution came in the 80th minute, where Sergio Roberto replaced Jordi Alba and Ferran Torres replaces Dembele.
Yeah. I guess a couple of good substitutions, especially.
Yeah.
I don't think Kessie was having a good game, especially in the attacking front. So a good, because without Pedri, it was seeming like a bit dull game. So a good substitution by Xavi, and yes, it's not a good idea right now to give Fati 90 minutes. So Rafinha coming back, especially, he had a brilliant goal in the Brazilian national camp. So good chance for him as well. 89th minute, Mallorca has a chance with the superb run from Pablo Mafio, the right right back, and Kang Inle, I think left winger who plays for Mallorca, gets the ball inside the box, Barca box, and somehow gets cleared of all the defenders very awkwardly. I thought almost the ball is going out or someone is getting the ball, but somehow he keeps the ball, shoots it. It just rolls, it skims over, rolls in front of the diagonally from this goalpost to that goalpost, just out. Man, Barca were lucky somehow to stay up, still 1-0.
Yeah. In the 90th minute, literally the last minute of the match, Busquets elegantly passes the ball to Gavi, who then passes it to Ferran Torres, dribbles and takes a position in the box. Mind you, Pedri was free inside the box there, but what does Ferran Torres do? He takes a shot and the history repeats itself. It's the same thing over and over again with Ferran Torres. Takes the shot goes wide and misses. Man, he could have finished the game with Barcelona leading 2-0 again. Like, what is going on with Ferran Torres? I have no idea. At least he could have passed it to Pedri, if not scoring a goal. But anyways, Barca still leading the game 1-0. Barca is now unbeaten and sits on the second position, 2 points behind the defending champions Real Madrid. And La Liga race is for sure on and is going to be epic this season.
Yeah, currently, I think we made a mistake. Barca right now, it's technically on on the first position, but of course,
Yeah,
Madrid has a game in hand. So of course, we don't expect Madrid to drop points. So Madrid most probably will take those 3 points, and then this La Liga race is going to be epic. And about Ferran Torres, it's too bad because like we discussed literally about Ferran Torres in every single episode, and we talk actually the same shit, Aniket. The shit remains the same, but this time the shit is a bit different because normally his shot is just wide, just over, or just wide, just over. This time the shot was so wide that even if the post was like twice the height as it is, it could have still missed the goalpost. So a very disappointing decision from him to take that shot. And Pedri was furious, as you mentioned. Pedri was furious when he realized that instead of passing the ball to Pedri, Ferran Torres decides to take a shot. So as you said, he could have clearly killed the game. But luckily, Lewandowski's goal and Ter Stegen's saves were enough for us to take those important 3 points. Mind you, Aniket, as I just started the podcast with, we are completely unbeaten in this La Liga round, and we cannot make such mistakes if we want to continue on this track. So let's quickly move on to the next segment of the podcast, which is TAB Man of the Match. It was actually very, very close between Lewandowski and Ter Stegen, because both of them, actually, these were the only two ones who have actually helped us to win this game. Period. There is no other discussion. But this time, I think Ter Stegen slightly edges Lewandowski to win this Man of the Match award. Ter Stegen, Aniket, has now broken his own La Liga record, for the longest time of 500 and I think 40. So his previous record was 499 minutes without conceding a goal, and now it's 545 or 546 minutes without conceding a goal. Xavi, when asked about Ter Stegen, he mentioned that Ter Stegen and Robert Lewandowski made a difference, as we just discussed. I mean, these were the only two players who actually made the helped us to get those 3 points. Aniket, I would just like to share some statistics about Ter Stegen's save percentage in the La Liga since he became a regular starter. He became a starter in 16-17 season, and since then. From 16-17 season, so in the first season of 16-17 season, he had like 78.6% of the save record. Then in the next one, 17-18, 79.4%. In the 18-19 season, he dropped it to 73.3%. In 19-20, he further dropped it to 72.7%. In the previous season, which was 21-22, he further dropped it to 70.9%. But Aniket, right now in 22-23 season, this percentage has grown to 94.1%.
Wow.
So I think there are 3 aspects which could be contributing to this wonderful statistic, which is, first one is good defense. Now we are not just, Ter Stegen is not lying behind Longley and Matthew and Umtiti, Pique. It's a solid defense line of Eric Garcia, Araujo, Koundé. So first point. The second thing, it's Xavi. So he his strategy and the defense line, everything has changed, and his own training, Ter Stegen's own training and his own belief. So I believe that he will not drop his, at least I hope that he doesn't drop his statistic in the remaining of the season and for all the seasons that he plays.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I still want to see that Ter Stegen, who once did like, yeah, you guys go ahead. I am here standing alone. I'll take care of this goal post. I still want to see that.
It's the PSG game. In 2017, I presume.
So one more statistic, not the statistics. It's just the nomination for Ter Stegen. So La Liga's Zamora Award chart, as it stands, Ter Stegen is currently in lead with only 1 goal conceded in 7 matches. So
it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So Aniket, let's move on to the next segment, which is TFB ratings, in which we would like you to rate all the players. So go on.
Let's start with Ter Stegen, as you mentioned highly about him. So Ter Stegen gets an 8.5 just because of what he did in the game and those extremely beautiful saves. Jordi Alba gets 6, Pique 7, Christensen 7, Balde gets a score of 6, Kessié 6, Busquets 6, Gavi 6, Ansu 6, Lewandowski get a score of 8 and Dembele 6. So the game of 6s, I would say. Just Lewandowski and Ter Stegen standing apart.
And Ferran Torres 1 for me.
Well, Ferran Torres came as substitute, so...
No, I would still like to rate him 1.
Yeah.
And that one point is just because he wears the jersey of Barcelona. That's the only emotionality I can show for him. That's it.
Yeah.
So moving on to the last segment, Aniket, which is TAB penalty shootout. In this segment, as all our listeners know, that we discuss about some rumors related to Barcelona, transfer, I don't know, ongoings and outgoings, and then also administrative stuff, which is related to Barcelona. So first, Gavi actually finished the game with some discomfort yesterday. So it was a bit stressful, but his participation on Tuesday, the Barca's UCL game against Inter Milan, should not be in danger.
Ooh, that's a positive sign. Second positive coming in, Frankie de Jong will be tested during today's training to see if he's ready for the game versus Inter Milan.
Yeah, a very interesting transfer rumor, Aniket. Eduard Romero, which is economic vice president of Barcelona, he was asked if Messi's return, because there have been some rumors going on regarding his return in the next transfer window of June 2023. And he replied, I'm sure it would be because he would come for free.
Yeah, but PSG are going to launch an offensive to keep Lionel Messi away from Barcelona. They are going to offer him 1+1 renewal with a salary of 30 million net per season.
Yeah, let's see who wins. Barcelona want to reach an agreement with Atletico de Madrid for Antoine Griezmann before the World Cup starts.
Juventus wants to sign Jordi Alba.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because I don't, even if Jordi Alba goes away, I think we have Balde and we have Marcos Alonso as a backup. So I think we are covered on the left bank,
Even in this transfer window, they were trying for Jordi Alba and he was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. So let's see.
So I think he was offered to Inter, but I think
my bad. It was offered to Inter. Sorry. Yeah.
Dembele renewal, a big news because mind you, when he renewed in the previous transfer market, he was just renewed for 2 years. So Barca want to tie down the winger to an extension, who already knows the club's intent, of course. The board and staff value the Frenchman's high level, who ends his contract, as I just mentioned, in 2024, and he has a very low clause of 50 million euros.
The renewal of Iñaki Peña is on track and the club will activate a unilateral contract extension of 1 year plus 2 optional ones with unknown tenors.
Yeah. A very actually, I have to have a discussion with this about this point with you. Nasser Al-Khelaifi, which is a PSG president, when he was asked about Barca's livers and the way economic situation was handled at the club, and when he was asked if it's fair, he replied, "No, it's not." He thinks that it is not legitimate, and he mentions that if this is allowed, other clubs will also do it, and UEFA have its own financial regulations, and everything will be valued. It's a big point coming out of a president of a club who is owned by a country which is which is let's say an oil country which has its money from selling oil to all the countries, and also they have so many problems regarding human rights, especially in the World Cup which is happening in Qatar this year. A big statement coming from out of such people. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, if I look at PSG and if I look at PSG's finances, each and every season, their limit is just increasing. I could not see a decrease in their salary cap or even the money which they have in transfer market.
Yeah.
It's something disturbing to me that he's saying that it's not legal. I don't know. I don't know where is all this money coming from to PSG, but anyways.
Yeah, in this transfer market, Mbappe, because Mbappe's contract was finished and he actually wanted to go to Real Madrid, PSG had offered him a signing bonus or a loyalty bonus. I don't know they were calling it, and how is it loyalty? I don't understand. Of 150 million euros, a signing bonus of
Yep.
150 million euros plus his salary, plus Messi's salary of 35 million, plus Neymar's salary of 40 million or 30 million. I don't know. I'm not sure. If I'm not wrong, please correct me in the comments. So this values to like 250 million euros in itself. And then you have to have a squad of, I don't know, like 15 or 20 people. And these people are talking about if Barcelona's legal levers, which have been, monitored by La Liga, the lawyers, so many private companies, private entities, a club which is owned by fans and members for like a century-old club, and we are getting these comments from like some. It's degrading, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next penalty shootout. It's about Ronald Araujo. He successfully undergone surgery on 28th of September and still has hopes to go to World Cup.
Yeah, a great news, and I hope he comes back. A very good recovery to him, to Kunde as well, to Memphis Depay, to Frankie De Jong, to everyone.
Everyone in the squad.
Yeah. Kunde's case is a bit, I think, mysterious because it was reported regarding him that he was injured and he might be doubtful, especially against Real Madrid in the El Clasico, which we are going to play on 16th of October. And then he was seen training with Christensen. So it seemed like a group training, but no one knows. Nothing has been reported. So it's quite mysterious, and I hope that Barca is using it as a mental game and he comes back against Real Madrid. I just hope he comes back because with Kunde, I think we have a different dimension, on the pitch. Because he has a great defensive outlook. He has a great vision when it comes to look for strikers, because his link up with Lewandowski, we have seen it in this season. So we have, and especially Aniket, this month, it's gonna be a difficult month for Barcelona.
It's been a busy month for Barcelona as well.
Yeah. Next game for Barcelona is against Inter Milan at San Siro on Tuesday. So just in a couple of days now. And then we will host Celta Vigo at Camp Nou on Sunday. So also, and actually, I would like to. I took a screenshot. Actually, I need to talk about all the games in this month. So so as I just mentioned that Celta Vigo is on Sunday. Then on I think on 12th, so Sunday is 9th of October. Then on 12th of October, in 3 days, we have a reverse fixture of UCL against Inter Milan at Camp Nou. Then in 4 days, again, we have Real Madrid versus FC Barcelona in Madrid. Then in 3 days, again, FC Barcelona will host Villarreal in La Liga. Then in 4 days, FC Barcelona will host Athletic Bilbao in La Liga. And then in 3 days, on 26th October, FC Barcelona will host FC Bayern Munich in Champions League. And in 4 days, FC Barcelona will visit Valencia in La Liga. So I mean, it gives me shivers just by looking at the screenshot. And again, this is going to be a difficult month. And with so many players injured.
Exactly, I was going to say that with all those injuries to all our players, it's going to be a difficult month for Barcelona. It's going to be an extremely tedious job for Xavi. Like the team selection, formation, I could just imagine what he's going through right now.
Indeed. But I hope that Xavi has prepared, because he had like a good couple of weeks to think about all the formations and all the planning and strategies that he could come up against all the clubs in this difficult month.
Yeah.
And so thank you for listening to for listening to us. Who are listening to us on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and so on and so forth. And if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. Leave us a comment, if you want to talk about some specific aspect of FC Barcelona, please comment, in the comment section. And we would, of course, do our best to talk about it. Like, comment, share with your friends who are FC Barcelona fans or even not. We would like to discuss with football fans in general. Aniket, any last thoughts?
Like, share, comment, subscribe. That are the
Perfect.
last thoughts as always.
Perfect. So, Forza Barça, Aniket, and goodbye to you and goodbye to all the listeners and watchers. Bye-bye.
Forza Barça. Goodbye.
Barça, Barça.